Hello and welcome with Cooking with Jim, conclusion number 2 of number 1 of the series that may only go one. I don't know. Anyway, so while the chicken tasted good, if you remember from like the last conclusion, the chicken was on the top. It was not surprised. There was not chicken legs in the rice, and I sit on my bar stool here right now. And I'm gonna explain why. Okay. What happened was There's some stuff cooling it down. You put some fans. You put some fans on your crock pot, and it cools it down, and then you can put it away easier. So, if you remember, the chicken was just at the top, and I had a couple pieces of chicken. It was very delicious, but it was not through the center. So open up, you see a little bit of steam coming up over there. Make sure this doesn't go in the pot. Makes it better clear away. So like those Ziploc baggies, you don't want the outside to go in because you can use them for storage, right? So look, it's just there's some chicken on the top. I don't know if you can see in there. But it wasn't surprise. There was no surprises, right? But the thing that was actually the major issue, okay, we're gonna get down the brass tacks, is that the rice didn't cook fully. It didn't absorb the water well, which surprised me because the beans and rice together mature at the same level in a crock pot. You put them in rice and beans 8 hours on high, you're good. They're good. But if you put rice and beans together 8 hours, the rice matures about 8 hours, but the beans take like 2 days, and that's because the rice is like more greedy for the water, and it takes the water away from the beans. So the beans have no water to swell up, right? So I'm like, oh, you know what? Rice is greedy for water, so I'll put it in with the mac and cheese, and we'll be good. What I did not know is how there's in the wild, there's what do they call that? A food tree or something, where the bottom one eats the bottom one. It's lizard eats an insect, bird eats a lizard, and people eat the bird, right? Food chain. Yes, the food chain, right? There's also a liquid chain, right? So the beans at the bottom, the rice takes off the bean, but the mac and cheese, the macaroni, is up above the rice. So the macaroni matured, took away all the water from the rice. So I was sitting on rice, it's only been a couple hours anyway, 4 hours or so, and the rice was al dente. This is technically edible if I'm gonna die. Rice. It was like you bite into it, and the outside's soft, very small outside, and the inside's crunchy, right? So you don't want crunchy rice. There's crispy rice, but there's you don't want crunchy rice. You want to cook through it. So I gave it another 12 hours. In a crock pot, just leave it around as long as you want. You can keep it in for days if you want. It's who cares? But the problem is you want to keep it above boiling, right? You don't want it to go if it does get above boiling, you can get it for 5 minutes, and boiling it kills it, right? You can kill germs and bacteria and all that stuff by boiling for 5 minutes straight. And a subset of 5 minutes will kill some of it. You don't want to do that. Microwaving, people. This is actually a myth. People think, oh, food's been in my refrigerator for too long, I'm gonna microwave it for 2 minutes, get it hot, and then I'll kill the bacteria. Not at all. That microwave does almost nothing for killing bacteria. Almost nothing at all. Because you think about it, it's a microwave, and it's not cooking thoroughly, and you expect it to kill all the bacteria. You think about it, man. We're doing science right now. Okay, just a microwave is known to keep stuff cold. You ever microwave a pot pie, and one side will burn your mouth, and the other side will freeze you have a frozen face, and your other side will be boiling off. And you're expecting that to kill germs, right? It does not. So don't think the microwave is going to kill your germs. You got to put it in a pot, boil it for a while. Obviously, you put it in the microwave for long enough, burn into a crisp, it's unedible. Also, the germs are probably not there. But microwave is not going to kill the germs. Boiling does, right? 5 minutes boiling. It's scientifically proven to kill germs. If you're out in the woods and you want to drink stuff with the water, don't drink the water. Oh, it's nature's beauty. You drink water. You don't know. There could be a dead, freaking possum, 5 foot up the water that you weren't even looking at. You're drinking dead possum. My food's better than dead possum. I guarantee this is going to taste better than dead possum. But I was saying, in the river, it's not fern gully. You're out in the nature. Nature's designed to kill you, right? That's why people move into houses, so we don't die as fast, right? Nature's cool. It's beautiful. It's going to kill you, right? So if you're in the woods, you got your survival knife, trying to live off the woods, boil your water for 5 minutes, then you don't have to worry about it. could have dead possum in it, just spice it up, the dead possum is now edible. It's like, what is it? Oh, we're going to go Rambo, right? And make stuff that billy goats would puke. You're eating dead possum. Yeah, right out of the river. Like, it's to tell a story, man. You're like, the water looks pristine. It's like water. It tastes good. It's pure right off the stream. There could be there's freaking craydods, there's worms, there's like little things swimming in there that's really tiny that you don't want inside you, might not leave you. Boil that, okay? In the same way as the crock pot. Crock pot, you boil for 5 minutes, you're good. This has probably been boiling all night, 12 hours, right? So there's nothing to worry about in terms of food spoilage. And it's important to know your food spoilage because I don't want you hurt. And here's another secret. For people who are of age to drink alcohol, say you ate something that was in the crock pot. I've done this before. It was not boiling. It's a large container, and I have to put the lid on. But the thing, even with the lid on, if it's not getting warm enough that the heat's going away from it, it might not reach a boil. See, it's cold on the cold nights. It might not reach a boil. I actually have a thing. So I'm teaching. This is a good lesson. We have the science going on. We're not just all silly. Like I would insulate. I put this on here on one side, put another one on the other side. Keeps insulation. It makes the boil temperature a little harder. Like I have another one. Another pan on the other side, right? So. But if it does not reach boiling, and this is a lesson I learned, I thought, it's crock pot. It's always going to reach boiling. It's always reached boiling. It was cold. And it didn't reach boiling, right? So I'm eating it. I'm like, oh, I feel sick, right? Oh, man, I'm food poisoning. There's a secret to beating food poisoning. And it's something that's brain dead, okay? So alcohol kills germs, right? Alcohol kills viruses. I mean, freaking got drilled into your head for like 2 years. Pandemic. Oh my God, you got to get alcohol. Everything you do. So you snort alcohol. What I'm saying? Like they freaking they went out of control of alcohol. And to some degree, it's good. Like if you're out and about and sanitizing your pumps, you got gloves on. When you go to a gas pump, it's the most dirty thing ever. People should know that by now. It's like everybody has their hands on the thing. They're wiping their nose and driving their car, wiping their butt, and then they grab the gas. And you're grabbing that too, right? So you want to be I use gloves, or everybody has a Dollar General bags or some sort of bag in their car, and you can put a bag around it. You don't have gloves. And if you're really smart, you have hand sanitizer. You put the hand sanitizer glove, grab it. That way you clean it for other people who are not smart enough to use a gas glove. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that part was good, but the whole we've been there, we're done. But anyway, long story short, alcohol kills germs. And then I have germs inside of me. I can't just drink freaking rubbing alcohol. You gotta go to the Betty Ford clinic for that. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that. You can, however, drink a beer. I don't drink. I literally don't drink at all. I'm Christian, and I realized that when I drink, I might influence others to drink. Oh, Jim's having a good time drinking. I'm having a good time all the time right now. But if you see me having a good time and I have a beer in my hand, probably that beer is making Jim feel good, right? So I don't want them drinking beer. I always tell people, I'm trying to get them off drugs and alcohol, right? But so for a while, I was like, well, if I don't drink beer at all, maybe I can't get through the people, and then they won't relate, right? So I drank a little bit of beer, and then what happened was, I had a situation where someone was saw me drinking even just a little bit, and a person actually latched on because I drank a little bit of beer, and then I went away. And then he saw me drinking, and then he started drinking. And so I just don't drink at all, right? But let's say you have food poisoning. You just ate some uncooked possum, right? Uncooked possum, that would be a thing, a river possum, a cooked river possum. And you're like, oh, I'm going to die. Uncooked river possum inside me, right? Okay, you got bacteria and virus or whatever going through your bloodstream, right? But you can't put rubbing alcohol in your bloodstream, right? But you can't drink a beer. Do you ever hear of blood alcohol content? I'm sure you've all heard that. Breath of life. Keep walk the line, sir. Walk a line. Can you walk a line? Get out of the car, sir. Have you been drinking? Okay, Ossifer, drinking? I don't know. I only had a couple. I've been at the bar for 5 hours. I only had a couple though. And I'm saying don't do that. Don't be that guy. But what I'm saying is, when you drink beer, your blood alcohol content goes up. That alcohol in your blood actually can destroy the bacteria. Scientifically, stuff they talk about lately. It's hey, you get a little food poisoning. That's your cue that you can drink. Unless you're AA or whatever can trigger you, people know their limits, know it can trigger them and stuff. Don't get triggered, don't fall down a cycle of derogatory sin and stuff that'll take you down. But anyway, long story short, boiling, keeps you away from food poisoning. But if you ate something that's oh, that could be bad, it makes you be oh, I feel better already. Because you're loopy. But then what happens after a while, it does actually, it'll help you out a lot. You only need like just a little bit, like 24 ounce or a beer, or like 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 a wine or something, 2 shots or something, like nothing big. But like I said, I'm not advocating using, like I said, I'm like anti-advocate of beer. Like stay away from the beer, go to the gym. Gym's telling you to go to the gym. You exercise, and dude, at the gym, unlike the bar, like the people who go to the gym respect their bodies, and if you like people have like a nice looking body, you go to the gym, and then like hey, like and look, this has never worked, but I'm gonna tell you my line, okay? Walk up this is person for you have no nerve. Say you're a dude. Say like there's lots of dudes out there like I'm like 20 years old and I want to hit on chicken dudes, but I'm like shy. What do I do? You go, hey, you got a guy friend, you got like a dude husband type thing, and be like, yeah, and be like, God bless your relationship. If they say no, it's like, hey, you're looking for a guy type dude thing, or you want to go out, and then all of a sudden you burn all your money going, out to eat at like Kung Fu Panda and like walk like an Egyptian or something. Like you spend all your money on like stupid food, and the dating is like the dumbest thing ever. You just burn through money being an idiot. But anyway, like long story short, go to the gym. Don't go to the bar. Don't be drinking. Okay, we're done with that. We're back to food, and I bet you this is gonna taste better than river possum. All right, so remember I ate it already. Like the chicken's good, the mac's good. It has a good flavor to it. It's like it's like a 10. I won't say a 9. It's like in my mouth. I'm like, yes, this is awesome, right? Actually, right now I'm like anticipating this. We've been 11 minutes into this, and I'm like been jonesing to eat this, right? But it's in 12 hours in. I'm gonna tell you if the rice is any good. I need to get myself a spoon here. I only have my Rambo knife. So at Dollar General, the plasticware is inexpensive. Oh, back there, that's cut off for black mold. It's not some sort of forbidden room. But anyway, so Dollar General spoon. It's a party spoon because the party spoons were cheaper than the normal disposable spoon. Anyway, you can't put the party spoon right into the nuclear the heated thing. It'll go bendy and it'll probably get BPA all through your food. So we're gonna get our food out of here with this. I should be using a ladle. I have ladles. They're dirty. And everybody knows, like, the management. Well, first off, I'm just going to get one of these chicken pieces right here. Oh, put it on my plate. My plate consists of a normal plate with a paper towel and a tortilla on top of it. Paper towels are good. Like I said, like I'm doing water here, right? So I don't want to dirty the less dirty the plate gets, the better, right? And then like the paper towel, like less dirty. And the tortilla is like a plate on top of a plate that I can eat off of it. So anyway, it's a Chi-Chi tortilla. They're like the cheap ones right now. So it looks like the rice is good, just by like the size consistency of it. I fumbled into the paper towel. That's not a terrible foul. How much do I want to eat? Like I have like complete confidence is good. My spices I have over here, I have some ranch dressing on the side in case I need to doctor it up. I have some salt to doctor it up. Like I said, I'm not trying to get the bag on the side. We got some more cheese. I brought some Chi-Chi salsa on the side. Probably want to get 2 pieces of chicken in this puppers. It's like when you're digging stuff out with the Rambo knife, you have to make sure you don't pierce the side of the Reynolds bag. Otherwise, you won't be able to put it away. You have to keep it with the thing, and then because like when you can put it away with the Reynolds bag, it's nice because then you can reuse the crock a little bit. So it's a goal to aim for. It's not a hard and fast goal. It's a goal. And then we got dude, it is so hot. Just a little dribble went on my arm, like right here, and I'm pretty sure my arm is gonna like wither and die now. That was painful. Cooking with Jim. Get to watch Jim hurt himself. Oh my god. So painful. But so tasty. Alright, anyway, I'm like right now, after I got hit with that, dude, it's still painful. That nuclear. Oh god, it's gonna stop. Hello. Is this the ambulance people? Can you send me a hospital? I need a hospital right now. My arm's nuclearized. Oh, God. So, Jim, we can't send you a hospital. They're too big and made of bricks. I need a hospital now. But anyway, that's like some degree burns. Look, I don't even know if I can even see it. I'm being a wuss. It's like some, when I say you're being a wuss, you can tell I'm smiling, I'm really in pain. Like, that's not good. No. But anyway. Crazy man with all right. Anyway, so we got our food here. I'm not gonna like I said, I'm not gonna go for another piece of chicken. I'm done gambling with that. I'm gonna wipe off my knife on the Chi-Chi's tortilla thing here. Because I mean, you have, whatever you get off is better. It helps to clean it off a little bit. And I know my knife's nice and sterile. Okay, I'm gonna put the knife away. I will not be needing the knife right now. I'm actually gonna walk the here. I'm gonna try and cool down the thing some more. Like I said, I have fans. It's good to put fans in here. If you have ice water, you can actually take it out, put it in. First, you want to like, you blow. Well, I'm just putting this away before I eat. So I'm blowing this so I can get this out of the way so you can watch me eat. When you cool this down, eventually it'll have enough. What's it called? Unplug it. See, like when you cool it down, it makes it so you can grab it. And then once you can be able to grab the outside part of the crock pot, and there's a cooker. There's like the electric components of it, and then there's just like a metal pot, right? And the pot part is like you can take out and you take in the family and stuff. But the electrical part you don't even need, right? But like you can't grab the pot if the pot itself is really hot. So you put some fans on it. I have those HEPA filters that are really great for, dude, I'm telling you, if you haven't gone to Walmart and bought yourself like a $20, $30, $40, $50 HEPA air purifier, like that's another thing of the pandemic they did good is like, there goes the lid of my knife. But is that these HEPA filters are so good. You don't realize, like, it filters the dust out of your, like when you're walking, you don't know all the little dust particles are coming off the ground. Not good for you, right? And it'll just make you, when you breathe, the air feels better. Like we're talking about nature and how great it is. Like get these HEPA filter things for $40. They can run for months, man. I mean, they're great. Anyway, but all they do is a fan. Okay, I'll tell you how a filter works. Yeah, how these air filters work. They put HEPA filters, which are just like fine-grained filters on the sides, right? And then there's a fan blowing up the middle. So as the fan blows up, it blows up air on the side. It sucks air through the filter. So there's just air going through the filter. But you also got a fan. You got a fan blowing all the time when you want to use it. And obviously, aiming the fan is technical. You don't want to lay it on the ground and blow the dust everywhere because you're really not helping yourself. You aim it up a little bit and your speed, depending on what you need. But anyway, I have it on high right now. There's a filter, a HEPA filter blowing up, and there's a thing here. I'm gonna take my knife and I'm gonna put it over in the other room, and then I'm gonna move this. By that time, it should be cooled down the crock pot, and I should be able to eat this. It should be good. I'm also going to prepare Gatorade packets. Straight, I should probably do this. You never want to advertise a product you really, really like, but Gatorade Zero. Gatorade Zero packets, right? You put them in the water. It's like, for some reason, Gatorade Zero, even though it has 0 calories, actually has flavor to it, right? Like, every diet thing I've ever had before this, I hate it. I don't like aspartame, I don't like anything, but this Gatorade Zero is something else. So I'm gonna get myself my Gatorade Zero because I'm thirsty, and then we're gonna dig in, man. I don't think I'm gonna do anything special with the pot. I might put it over by the door. You want to cool? And the faster you cool, the less food spoilage there is. Cause like they say, 2 hours is food spoilage. You don't want to go past 2 hours. But how many people have been like Thanksgiving and the food's been out all day and no one's got sick, right? So they always just err on the side of caution, right? And I'm good with it. I like erring on the side of caution, but I don't know the guidelines and everything of why they do that. But like a long story short is like the faster you cool your crock pot and put it in the refrigerator, like when you're not gonna eat, you cool, right? The faster you cool it, the better it is for food spoilage, right? It won't propagate in the. There won't be as many things that start propagating in the refrigerator to spoil. And like it'll last longer in the refrigerator, right? And so like right now, like I said, I don't have a freezer, so I don't have ice. You say take this crock pot out and put it into like a vat of ice and stuff, and then or you even say you have a cooler, right? You have like a good old fisherman's cooler, and you have some ice in there. Even water is good. You obviously don't want the water to peek up through and go into your food because that's like freaking disgusting, You're supposed to get some. We're supposed to be like stopping spoilage, and if your water goes in, you have your fishing cooler and water goes in there, you can put a fish flavor, like some old rotten fish in there. Oh my god, that's gross. Or worse, river possum. I love running jokes. River possum's never going away. That's going to be our code for food spoilage from now on forever. Watch out. Don't want to have some river possum. Okay. So anyway, I had fans blowing on this for a while. So I should be able to grab this. Oh yeah, nice and cool. And I'm going to just walk it over here out of my way. Just walking over here out of my way. I don't have to deal with it right now. I stuck it on the carpet, nothing special. Oh, I have a fan over here. Look, I turned this fan on. Yep, why not? So you go, it'll help. Yeah, there you go. And if I had a fan on a leash, like a fan on you know, this fan can be down here. Just turn it the other direction. Oh my god. Okay. So, when it comes to pulling fans attached to what is it? Power strips. Everything else comes apart with it. So, there goes my lamp. I love man. Alright, my lamp's back normal. I'm done trying to be ambitious putting the fans down. Anyway, so we have this here. This is the base of the heating train. It can just get tossed to the side. Put it next to my Atari's. And then we just have food. We have food in a spoon. I'll put this down. I'll look at myself. There's like a little piece of chicken here. This is just the rice and mac and cheese. The mac. So I want to explain what happened to the mac and cheese. The mac started disintegrating. Like a long enough timeline, rice turned into big rice mush, which is a beautiful. Rice mush is like one of the best things ever. Okay. Oh, not too many things ever. It's actually pretty good. I actually designed it so I didn't put my water jug up there because I do put my water jug up there and it fell. It just ruined my Atari's and there's electronics and stuff over there. So trying to figure out how this get everything in an angle. Maybe if I just wide angle. Oh, that's not wide angle. Oh, there we go. So so look, it looks classy. Look, I have stuff to the side. It makes it look like I'm like some sort of guy who has bottles around, like a beautiful French thing. So anyway, so my spoon has been laid into the rice. So we'll see how this is good. Okay. So round one, the chicken itself was pretty good. Round two, I had to cook the rice before the rice was in. So like I said, it was a 9 already. So I think I needed salt last time, but I'm gonna try it. You know, you always want to try it dry before you go. Take a quick bite of this rice and mac and cheese that's been disintegrated together. Good. It does need salt. Right there, that's about a 4 without salt. I think we're gonna be bringing up to the 7 mac and cheese part alone. Get my water off the ground, my Gatorade off the ground. So Gatorade Zero is the best. Potassium is important. It helps your oh my god, that's so good. Dude, I feel like I'm eating like a professional. So potassium is good because science-wise, it helps you think faster and it helps your energy levels. If you do physical exertion or mental exertion, you want potassium. And like a diabetic can't have bananas. Too much sugar. Vegetables are good, but I don't know. So anyway, I'm gonna eat and thanks God for food, man. So it's right now it's a 4. Let's see put some salt on that, peppers. The salt did nothing. No salt on it. Solid 7. This is, dude, I'd eat this all the time. I'm not lying. This might be my jam, you know. Let's remember what we put in. Okay, the big 3. Cheese, tomato sauce, and chicken broth. That's the big 3. You put those 3 together, you're probably going to be doing good with rice, cheese, and your beans. I don't even have to use the ranch. I don't have to use all this. I have this stuff on the side in case it doesn't flavor, and I don't have to use it. When you go to a Mexican restaurant and they have like a plate of beans and some nachos and they have like guacamole, sour cream, salsa, different types of salsa, hot sauces. That's because rice and beans is boring. At a certain point, you're like, I can't eat that anymore. I'll try this. Oh, and I can't eat that. And then so what they do is to make it unboring, right? But if it's just really freaking good, like this is really good, 7, right? Then you don't need the spices. And well, I'll save this for another day. Okay, let's see what the chicken's like. It's probably gonna be good. So that was a 7. Well, I better put some preempt to salt this, you know. Know the general flavor thing. So here we go. That's a definition right off the bat. Now, where I said that the mac and cheese did not need it, I said we're gonna dip into some ranch dressing. You know, drop some Worcestershire on it. This is your own personal preference. You should, you know, when you eat your food, you have stuff sit on the side like that too. Everybody likes ranch dressing. For a while, people, the way humanity went, like, seems like no people used to not eat ranch dressing a lot. And people thought, yeah, ranch dressing is not bad. They put it on a salad. They're like, you know, it goes on a chicken. People start putting it on all sorts of stuff. But you know, we know it goes good on chicken. So we're gonna put some ranch dressing on my chicken, and that wasn't bad. Like, fell right off the bone, you know. But like, it's perfection. I take this over Chick-fil-A. Yeah, Chick-fil-A is great, but I'll take this over Chick-fil-A. Oh my god, this is like a gourmet. Dude, you have no idea. So if you want to cook this at home, right? If I were ever to keep chicken and it could be thighs, whatever, it doesn't matter. Oh my god, I see the top right now. I'm in bliss. Oh my god. Praise to Jesus, man. I'm seriously, this is like 10. 10. There's higher than 10, it's 11. We go there. This one goes to 11. With Gatorade, I'm in paradise right now, man. I'm not even joking. I've been having trouble eating food because I just haven't good quality. I don't know how to cook, right? I put beans out, and like, do you ever eat beans? You ever just cook beans? Like, I'm not talking like baked beans or stuff that comes in a can. I'm talking like the bag beans. You know, I'll show you. I'm like right now. I want to eat this. I'm like the presentation value of the show is going down because I'm busy eating. I'll show you a bag of beans later. If you cook a bag of beans, and that's a bone. But you cook it properly, it has no flavor at all. You're like, this is like eating like paste. This is like eating paradise. Sorry, there's a little bit less paradise left over. Jamie ate some of it. Anyway, just put rice, mac and cheese together. You know, like put spaghetti, rigatoni, whatever, doesn't matter. And then you put it in a crock. Put some chicken in that poppers. And the key is chicken broth, some tomato sauce, and some cheese, like cheese packets, or like the Mama Casey, like it might be part of it. Oh my god, I'm like do you ever like cry in the inside, like, oh, it feels so good. I like, you feel like you have care for someone. That's the level of food tasting I have here. Oh my god, oh my god. I'm not doing this just for show. I'm freaking amazingly happy with this food, dude. Oh my god. And the best part is, since I put it in a tortilla. Yeah. I'm not even a cook, man. I just played one on YouTube. Oh my god. I'm like dying. Like, I'm sitting like no. I don't have anybody to cook for me anymore. And this works. Thanks, go. Do not roll the bones up with your tortilla when you eat it. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Probably gonna have seconds and thirds. And I have all that whole plate of stuff. There's all about, I don't even need this. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm just stoked to be alive right now. I hope you guys are stoked to be alive. It's like I said, it's hard to get by today. Everything costs more, but rice and mac and cheese is cheap. And like the cheapest chicken you can get, like the thing, there's always a special on chicken somewhere, you know? Get that cheap thing, just slap it in a crock pot, man. You're gonna be partying like me, man. Cheese tortilla, it's like 20 cents. Use it as a sub plate. Then when you're all done, like, it's like rolling a burrito is hard. You know, get a big fat burrito and it's eat up the sides, and you're like, I'm trying to eat this, and it's falling off my soul. And like, what happens is when you eat as much as you can, and there's just like residue left on, you wrap it up. And it's like good eating, you know. I could probably put some cheese. Post fajita regret. I mean, what do they call it? I could put the. I mean, we don't follow them now. It's falling apart now. I'm aborting the fajita eating. We're going to drop some cheese on this. I mean, like, all it is just like, you know, we just have residue. It's just residue of rice and thing, but it has flavor on it and stuff. And residue is there's some setting with residue. But like, I think it just needs a little bit more flavor. I don't want to put ranch on it. Because everybody has their own. And we're doing, like I said, we're doing the Mexican restaurant stuff where you're like, you know, hey, you know, it's getting a little bit boring. You know, like I said, I just had like a 10, 11 food, right? These rolled up fajitas, probably 6.5, right? So I'm complaining about a 6.5 food, which is like above average. Like, you know, you don't complain about above average. But like I'm just thinking like this, like a little bit of cheese sauce in here, like a little bit of salsa, wherever you get it from. Mm-hmm. We are now, dude. We've hit food nirvana. Yeah. How's that one song go, Lithium? I'm gonna daze because I found God. Like, I pray, man. I have miracles happen all the time. My food being good is a miracle. I don't know if you saw it. I'm incompetent. I'm an incompetent chef, and I got 11 out of 10 food here. There is a God. He loves you. Like, I hope you. You know, I pray if you try this food, you get it as good as I got it. I want everybody to have it good as I have it. You know, like that's the prayer everybody has. You know, and then we have children or something. Pray they have it better than you. You know, this cancel culture thing just pisses me off because, like, you know, I was, you know, 80s rocker, arcade guy, and chill out and punk and all that stuff. You know, you run around and no one cares what you do. Today, they feel like, you know, people feel like, what am I allowed to do out in public? Well, you should run across other people's houses and yours. Who the frick cares? It's like, what are you doing on my property? They don't care. It's a kid run across your property. And everybody's worried, oh, I'll get sued if the kid falls in a groundhog hole or something, you know? And the kid's like, oh, because the people are mad at me, I don't want to go through the yard. Who cares, you know? Just run where you go. You know, obviously don't trespass and stuff, but I'm talking about little local communities. And I'm saying, like, what I was saying is, like, we had it better back then. You know, we did have it better in the 80s, 90s. We had hope that if you go to college, you know, you graduate, you get, like, a job and stuff. I want to finish this up before I finish this up. So, the problem is, with all our good music in the 80s and 90s and 70s and stuff, and the good television and movies, well, today, the movies and television suck, you know. Late night television is the hate fest. You know, we hate this political party. And it used to pan them both. They used to make fun of them both. Now it's just like hate. Like, we didn't have hate like that back then. This is like engineered stuff. You know, you can't say this, can't say that, disinformation and stuff, man. So, long story short, kids are raised to like old stuff is boring, and then they feed them crap. You know, like they're trying to inoculate them from like the cool 90s alternative music or 80s like rocker when it was high. People got high because they're freaking, my future's gonna be awesome, yeah. See that most fire, Footloose, you know, freaking like I'm Alright, you know, Caddyshack. Everybody was like jamming out in the 80s. Everybody had a good time, more or less, you know. Compared to what they had, nothing coming out in television and movies good anymore, you know. So kids talk to me and I'm like, Jim, why didn't they tell me about this? And they're like trying to keep it from, you know. It's like trying to like feed you crap. If you knew there was a 11 out of 10 fajita down the road, are you really going to eat like plain beans? No. So they got to tell you that the plain beans there's nothing better than plain beans. You should be like, oh, I guess it's all right. You know, I'm not dying of starvation, right? So like the kids go, it's like, Jim, you're so much cooler than me. I'm like, damn it. I hate society right now because the young people are always supposed to be cooler than the older people. All right. That's just a rule of society. When society starts going, oh, old people are cool. It's like, no, you screwed the frick up. You screwed the frick up. Backtrack it, Fresh Prince it, you know, parents don't understand, and kids are supposed to be cooler, right? So anyway, that's one of the biggest things I hate about cancel culture, other than you know, nothing good on TV anymore, and nothing good on movies, and, you know, music sucks. All what's the recording industry do now? Sue everybody. Why don't you make some music, dudes? Anyway, I'm making music, God loves me, and thanks for watching.